started, shall we? Sure. Hi. Hello?
Hello.
Hi. Hi. How you doing?
I'm
Doing good.
fantastic.
That's
How
good.
are
That's
you?
good. I'm great. A little tired from last night. I don't know if you heard, but I watched a little too much Walking Dead. And,
oh my goodness, Walking Dead. I've been watching Better Call Saul nonstop, so I
oh,
understand.
nice. That's really good. That's really good. So yeah, I'm usually pretty good with zombies, but I've been
a little nervous.
a little nervous. Just a little bit nervous. You know, you're good, right? That was ketchup on your
Yeah,
face.
yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's just catch up.
Yes, it's ketchup, guys. It's ketchup. Cool, awesome. Well, I have nothing to worry about. I feel like I'm totally safe. Nothing wrong will
You're
happen.
safe. You're
Nothing will
totally
happen.
safe. Don't worry about it.
Well, thank you for coming to my show. I know you've been really busy debuting and being amazing. You've been doing a great job, I've noticed it.
Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, you're so busy.
You've been doing a lot of things. Like, oh my god. Like
Sorry,
I think I first noticed you when I saw your animation of you like biting on someone.
A lot of
really
people
cool.
love that animation, trust me.
Right?
I love it.
They did such a good
so
job.
nice.
I was like, oh my god,
Yeah.
this is so cool. So like I got really into it, and I tried to check out the debut, but I was working at the time, so I do apologize. But we'll be
That's
checking out
all
more of your
good.
streams. We'll be checking out more of your streams. It's gonna be really cool.
Oh, thank you.
Of course. But hey, enough talk about my situation. Let's talk about you, the best dead lady, right? The best dead lady ever.
Yeah, of course.
Of course. Well, how about you do us a courtesy and introduce yourself?
Well, hello everyone. My name is Demi. If you don't know who I am a double dead zombie. I was a vampire turned zombie, which is pretty
Oh.
interesting.
So
A
you
lot of twisted lore there.
that is interesting. Okay, so yeah, we'll probably definitely get to that pretty soon. But so you died, then turned to a zombie. No, you turned to a vampire. Then you died again. So you're a zombie vampire. Oh, Arena.
So I was born a vampire.
Born a vampire. Okay.
Died, reincarnated as a zombie.
Oh,
Well, not reincarnated, turned into a zombie. Yeah.
yeah.
There's little loopholes in there, but we'll
Little
get
loopholes, you
into
know.
that.
So you got Frankenstein, but you're originally a
Yeah,
vampire.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting. So, like, were you like dead? Actually, I'm really curious. How does vampires like? I'm guessing your mom and dad created you. So if they created life, are you really dead? Are vampires
That's
dead?
interesting. I haven't really thought about it that much.
I'm diving way too into this. I really don't need
well,
to, but
vampires can die. You know,
True,
like steak
but-
and stuff. So
aren't they considered as like already dead?
yeah, I'd say they're already dead.
So when they made birth to you, did they like birth you dead?
I don't know.
I,
I don't really know much about my
I'm
parents.
going.
actually.
Oh, well, sorry. I'm so sorry. Let me read that. but no. Okay. So, huh. That's a topic for another day. I'm gonna need to look up. I need to talk to some of my horror friends. I'm gonna be like,
Get the facts straight.
get the facts straight, just because I'm
Gather
curious.
all the vampires together.
Yeah, that might be scary for my case, you know. I'll
True.
bring you guys all together. Okay, so I have some questions about you guys. They're like blood. I was like, oh shoot, yeah. Did not think of this one through, right? But no, I can handle one vampire zombie lady, right? Should be able to do this. Should be able to do this.
You'll
Yeah.
be okay.
Yeah.
Maybe. We'll figure it out during the interview. Anyway.
Hopefully. Yeah. Okay. Totally not scared. But anyway, for everyone at home, welcome. This is a fun little VTuber talk show I like to do each and every week where we interview a brand new VTuber and get to know them a little bit. Today, we have a lovely vampire zombie, Demi. Is it Demi? Demi? Cool,
Demi.
awesome. Demi. Was that like a short for like demi-human or something like that? Or do you just like that
was
name?
just the name I was given. Yeah,
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know my last name. In my lore, I'll explain about my amnesia and all that fun stuff.
True. Well, that's always good to know. I think that's gonna be really nice for you guys to be good. Have a gun with Demi? Well, fun! Fun! I was like,
gosh.
what's
That's
going
not
on?
much.
Are we gonna go vampire zombie hunting? Dude, you'd be really good. You'd be like Blade. You're like Blade. Like
Yeah.
Blade. Look at that. She's like Blade. Oh, I want to see. I want to see a fighting game with you. I'll love to see it. I love to see it. Bye bye, Rena. I hope you enjoy your work. But yeah, no, that's really cool. So anyone, this is a fun little talk show. We'll be asking 15 questions to get to know them. We'll go into stuff like the lore, the backstory. We'll get to know the model and the inspirations that came into it, and some fun facts and trivia about her. So if you guys are interested to know your favorite dead vampire over here, stay tuned because we're gonna have some fun and get into it. Also, guys, if you guys want to, you guys can ask any question you guys want as well. If you want a tribute to the stream, we have this fun little spin the wheel right here that you guys can redeem. If you guys redeem it, a random question will pop up, and Demi has to answer it, no matter how cringy it could be. And some of these are pretty cringy, so we'll have to get to see it. We'll see. See how it goes. But let's get into the first question of the night. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Cool. Let's go. And that is, why? Just why? Why did you get into streaming and when?
Why and when? Okay, so this dates back like years ago. This is gonna be a little fourth wall breaking here, but
Okay.
I started gaming as really young. Like when I got my first Xbox 360 and Xbox One, I think it was right around the time they put GTA 5 to Xbox One, and this is back when Mixer was Beam. Like I had a Beam account. Like this
I
was
remember
a long
those.
time ago.
Showing you age a little bit, but I see you
Yeah.
now.
So, on Xbox, there's this like looking for group posts, and like the community on there was really easy to get into. So, what inspired me was like this one streamer. I think it was literally GTA 5, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so cool. It was so easy to like broadcast too because I had to connect, and it was really cringy. Like I used to be a flesh tuber.
What? You used to be a flesh tuber like me?
Flesh tuber, exactly.
You have graduated to stardom. You are now anime girl.
Yeah, we are now anime.
Now you're anime.
I would hook up a Connect and I would go live on there, and I was a big COD gamer. Like, I'd play a lot of GTA 5, a lot of Black Ops, I'd have a lot of open lobbies and stuff. And that really like hooked me onto it. Like as soon as I got from after school, I would do that on my free time. But I'd say what really, when I took it serious as rather than like an off and on hobby, because I've been doing that ever like up to like college, and then when I really started to think of it as a career or to pursue VTubing was it was freaking Ludwig.
Ludwig? What?
Yeah. It was Ludwig and Iron Mouse. Well, I'll get into Ludwig first because a couple of years ago, I think this was after COVID, I think, he had this subathon where he like slept in a race car, and it was a wicked long subathon. I'm like, dude, that is so cool. It really inspired me to think like, oh my god, this looks like so much fun. People can actually make it doing this. It was just so inspiring, and I was like, I would just love to do this like full time. Like, why not? And Iron Mouse did her subathon kind of like in the same area of time, and that's when I first discovered what really was a VTuber was, because I had no idea what a VTuber was at that point. So I did a lot of research. I was working this shitty job, and I was just so fed up with it. I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I saved a bunch of money. I put in I put in like 4 weeks. Like I let them know, I'm like, hey, next month, I'm done.
This month, I'm done. I'm going to become an anime girl. Can't stop me.
And this is going to lead to advice, but I'll save that for later. Like my journey first starting. But I basically found someone on Fiverr, got a model, and I started VTubing right off the bat. Don't recommend. I'll explain that later. But honestly, it was like the best decision ever. Like, it didn't last me very long because I like full-timed it right off the bat, which was not a smart decision. I ended up needing to get a part-time later, but that was when I officially like started, and that was about 2 years ago when I first debuted as my vampire model, because this is a re-debut zombie. I have 2 other models before this that was just my vampire girl. So
that's where the vampire zombie comes into play. You started out as a vampire, then died from some crazy accident, I'm gonna guess, and then you became a zombie.
Kinda. Yeah.
Okay, I like it though. I like it. I like the upbringing. I like that like you left something that was terrible to pursue your dreams. And it was rocky. It sounds like it was very rocky to start off with. But look at you now. You're freaking
Right? It was so worth
amazing.
staying for it. Yeah.
Dude, I'm so happy for you. That's so cool. That's so cool. I've heard so many horror stories of people like kind of doing the same thing and then just having to just go back to their old job again. So it's good to see that you're doing
Yeah.
really well. I like it. I like it.
Thank you.
Of course, of course. And I love how Yomi is trying to reject flesh. No rejecting the flesh. No rejecting
Reject flesh.
No reject flesh.
Become
robots.
Become anime.
Become anime. Anime girl. Become the anime girl. See, that's the dream
Who
right
doesn't
there.
want to be a hot waifu? Like, come
Right?
on.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, these are freaking awesome. Look at her. It's freaking hot. Love it. So cool. I don't know if I will say robot, though. Well, oh, yeah. I did be... Yeah. Robots could work out. Because it's B2. Never mind. Maybe I can't think of too much either. But anyway, I still really liked your upgrading. That's so cool. That's so cool. So you've been streaming since you were a kid then, right?
Yeah, like so joining the VTuber community, I didn't realize how important it was to conceal your identity, because at that point I still had like all my old streams, I had my name out there, all that stuff. I had to do a complete wipe, and it was really scary because going from someone who knew nothing about the community to like jumping right into it, you have to learn those rules on your own if you don't have anyone under your wing, if you don't have any like VTuber friends. So like, dude, I had videos on there since I was like 12. Like, it was cringe. Like, I used to have
man, I wish just saw
like,
that.
I used to
It's
have
still
videos
up.
of, like,
It's
me
still
and
up.
No, it's not up. It was back on my old Twitch. I had one really good clip though that I wish I kept, but it's in my heart.
It's probably
my
you like
setup-
getting like a nuke, just a one round, just killing everyone,
Yeah,
getting the nuke.
yep, everything.
Yep.
I had this. My Kinect was my camera, right? And I used to have this futon I would sit on, and I would nail a black blanket as my background. This is back when I was a flesh tuber. And my mom came in my room, and she knocked over my Kinect and my TV, and you just see the Kinect fumbling down, and my like face like in shock. It was really funny. But it's like the moments like those I wish I kept, because you know it's a piece of history. That started everything.
Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. Did you have one of those moments where you're like on a Call of Duty lobby and everyone's like cussing each other out and you guys like,
oh my goodness.
yep, you would just go like, hi guys, and everyone just stops talking and they're like, oh hi, how's it going?
Yeah. Oh god, we can't even talk about COD lobbies anymore.
COD
That was
lobbies.
a different time back then.
Did you see
Very
that
bad.
they brought them back though?
Yeah, I mean, I see some videos about it. For me, I was like, it was constant like hatred against me, because I'd say I have like
Really?
a rustic deep voice already as a girl. So imagine back then I sounded like a pre-pubescent boy. Like, it was awful.
Oh, so they just mess with you a lot then.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
lame. I'm sorry. Well, I think your voice is great.
That's alright.
I think it fits your character
Thank you.
perfectly. And also, I bet you schooled them in all the Call of Duty.
Oh, of course.
Oh yeah, that's what you do. That's what you do. Yes, I love it. I used to play Call of Duty back when I was a kid, but I just don't have time. I don't have time anymore.
Yeah, now it's like, I don't know. Like, I know we're gonna talk about video games at some point, but I like the Black Ops, like 1 through 3. Like right now, I can barely get a hold of Modern Warfare 2. I still buy them every year because some little love in my little zombie heart still wants to.
Just a little bit there.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit there. I unfortunately know the feeling. Every now and then I've stayed away from League of Legends for a while. But every now and then a new skin will come out for an old character. I'm like, oh, I should totally go buy that. And then I have to stop myself. I was like, well, you don't even play the game anymore. Why do you do this? Why do you do this? So I know the feeling. I know the feeling. Well, hey, speaking of video games, what did you like the most about being a VTuber gamer?
My favorite part about being a VTuber is the art. Like, you
Oh,
have no
yeah.
idea. I have so much
Ooh.
stuff. So many artists, like, window shop, just, like, ready. Like,
You
yeah, I go
have
crazy.
so much beautiful art. Like I've been looking.
Thank you.
So I've not been stalking you. I promise. I have not been stalking you. Promise. I'm just looking through your Twitter, and dude, you have like some of the most coolest looking. Like one, your design is very cool. We'll go into it a little bit different, but that's what I like about it because it's very simple. It's not too crazy. It's very simple. The color scheme is really nice. It's just red, black, gray, and white. Pretty much that's it. You know, and you know how there's that like one like silhouette meme that went on saying that like if you can recognize
like
it,
Pokemon.
yeah, you can recognize it, and usually you can tell if you're a good design if you can recognize the character. But that I feel like you have that because your hair is kind of like mimics that.
Shape.
Yeah, so I think you did a really good job. I love the mouth sweater you have. I think that's cool. It kind of looks like a mimic. You know, I think that's really cool. Who's that Pokemon? Who's that Pokemon?
Exactly.
You
I know that too. Is the outline thing?
Yeah, the outline thing is really
unique,
cool.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
But as far as like being excited, like other than the art stuff, because art you can go crazy. The fact that you can just like disassociate from real life and just have fun with your OC, put them in a universe, get art for it. It's like actually bring it to life, and I'm just so excited to like when I can finally have merch or something like VTuber merch. Like, dude, I want a standee in the back of me right now. Like,
just you right there.
VTuber.
I can see that. That'd be really cool. Yeah, I like that a lot. Cool. I think it's really cool. I'm like slowly looking through more of your Twitter. And you have some sussy stuff on here too.
Whoa. Oh gosh, that's a little.
Whoa.
That's something. Okay, that's like a little off topic, but that's like me trying to, because I went to college for art, right? Didn't really work out. I was a dropout, but I pursued art for a long time, and now that I'm starting to get more comfortable in my drawing skills, I really want to draw like the sussy stuff.
Ooh,
just so I'm like I'm using myself as an example, and I'm like, you know what, screw it, we're gonna draw myself doing this, and we're gonna see if people like it, and whatever. It's literally just like for art, just so I can start doing commissions for stuff.
Go for it. You do all the stuff. Make all the sussiness. You have fun. You enjoy yourself. Salmon, this is Demi. This is an awesome VTuber, zombie, vampire who likes to draw sussy art of herself. So get ready for that.
He's gaslighting you. He knows who I am.
Okay, good. I was gonna say, I'm learning a lot about her already. It's really been like going on for like what 23 minutes, and look, I already learned so much about her. You know, she does art.
I honestly love interviews like this. I love talking about my journey and see if I can help anyone I can or inspire them, because you can learn a lot from one of these.
100%. Like, even though I ask the same questions to every single guest that comes on my show, I've been doing this for over 3 years. Oh my god, 30 years. I've been doing this for over 3 years. And every single person, even though might have like a kind of a similar answers, they have a different background and different experiences. And it's kind of nice to kind of know it, you know. So I think that's really cool. Apparently you're stinky. You're stinky. So
the stinky zombie.
I was wondering what that smell was because you're like right there. But I just thought
zombie. Of course I stink.
Okay, cool. Just making sure, because I thought that was me, so I was really afraid for a little bit, but it looks like it's not me. Whew.
You'll get used to the smell, don't worry.
I'll get used to this. Well, you're probably going to leave it on my couch, so.
Oh gosh, yeah, this couch is ruined.
Yeah, well, to tell you the truth, I've had a lot of dead people on my show. So I really shouldn't.
Gosh.
I actually, now that I say that.
You should get a new couch.
I would, but I got a really good discount on this couch. Like, did you want to hear my couch story? This is a great couch story.
A great couch story.
It's a great couch story. Because, like, so if you look at that couch, it looks familiar, right? Okay, so I got this couch from a used, it was outside the building. It was a sketchy place, but I thought it was really cool. So it was outside the building. I don't know what the building was called. Well, it was a famous couch apparently. That's what everyone in chat says. But it was a building, and I don't know what it was called, but it had XXX like neon lights all over it. So I went inside. I talked to the front. I talked to the front desk person. That person seemed like there was a lot of things going on in the background. I don't know. There's a lot of screaming and like crazy, so I didn't want to bother. But I asked them if I could get it, and they said they were first going to sell it to me for $20. I was like, I know it looks kind of dirty. I don't really want to buy it for $20. And they're like, here, I'll mark it down to $10 because it has a cool feature apparently. I have not tested it out yet, but you might like it if you ever want to. The good feature is that if you run a black light over it, it turns white. I thought that was a cool feature. I thought that was so cool. So I bought it for $8.
Oh no.
So, I don't know if I can find another cool couch like this before.
I need to wash my butt cheeks after this.
What? But you're a zombie. You're already like dirty.
That's a lot of ectoplasm on this couch. That's all I'm gonna
Is that why it's always white and like slimy?
say. Yeah,
I was wondering why it was like that. So I've tried to clean it multiple times. It doesn't seem like anything comes off.
Yeah, that's not gonna get out.
Good to know. Good to know. Cool. Well, sit tight, relax, enjoy yourself.
Oh god.
Because you're not the first, and you will definitely not be the last person who gets to hear the story about my couch setup. But anyway, no, still, I think it's really cool. I think it's really cool that you came from like just being a total gamer to like go into doing something you've always wanted to do. And I really hope that you keep it up. Did you hit partner already? That's
no,
what I saw.
I have not.
Well, I can definitely see you get partner. You're definitely gonna be a partner worthy, 100%.
Fuck yeah, thank you.
You'll definitely get there. Cool.
We'll get there.
And we'll hear more of your stories. You're gonna hear more stories. I'm probably gonna be like the small step of your career all the way up to stardom. Just hope that you look back on these smaller days, the small people going like, "Hi, she was on my show." Just so you know. Kind of stuff like that. But it's still, I love it. I love it. Very cool. Very cool. All right, so here's a cool question for you. And I mentioned this a little bit as a sprinkle in. You are a zombie slash vampire VTuber, right?
Yes.
Cool. There's a good amount of dead VTubers out there, aren't there?
There are, and that was tough to think about, like, of becoming one, you know, because, like, oh man, there's already a lot of vampires out there and stuff, so. So this is probably a question you had to ask yourself, but what do you bring to the VTuber community that helps you stand out from all the rest of the zombie vampire VTubers? So making my character, ultimately, it wasn't originally about the design at first. It was, I knew that I wanted to correlate something that matches exactly for my vibe and my voice, because, and I'm not gonna say this to like offend anyone who does put on a character and stuff. It's just I can't do it. Like I can't really put on a fake voice or a fake personality, which is totally fine if you do, because it's your character, do what you want. But for me, I wanted just to be as relaxed as possible and be myself in a sense, while still being a character, right? Because, you know, Demi. So my thought process was, who do I correlate the most so I can kind of like get a little inspiration from? And that was Marceline from Adventure Time, and that was my first like big inspiration. I'm like, oh my gosh, all right, so she was kind of like my base. And as far as creating myself and offering, I really wanted to have a nice, comfy, like homegirl tomboy vibe. And I think that's what I hear a lot from is people that they like my voice. I'm very comforting, I'm very chill. Like I can get a little gremlin at times. That's like the funny parts of myself. So I think the best that I have to offer is being entertaining, but still like that homegirl that you can just tune on into and relax to. I'm trying my hardest to get better into editing, so I think my, you know, like TikToks are kind of cool and stuff like that. I'm really trying to offer more. Like now that I have a 3D model, I want to do stuff with that. I want to do stuff with YouTube. I have so many aspirations that I want to offer, and like I want to talk about like getting into singing and stuff too. So trust me, I am not done yet.
Dude, getting prepared. She has a lot planned. I love that. That's so cool. So it sounds like you had just a bundle of a lot of creative ideas.
Yeah.
That's where the whole artist comes into place, because like you, like a lot of artists usually are very creative. Imagine that. And that means you just want to come up with so many different ways to like express yourself as a content creator, which I like a lot. It was one of the homies. Yeah. Have you ever heard of a phrase called gamer goth girlfriend?
Yes.
You are exudes that vibe. You're the gamer goth girlfriend that everyone loves to go for. You're just like you're the kind of lady that after like a long days of work, a guy will come home, or a girl, anyone, comes home from work, and you just see on the couch is like, hey, how was work? Ready to play some COD? I already logged you in. Want to play some COD? I already got logged you in. Hands you the controller. I already got pretzel bites on the microwave. Just pull them out and we'll eat it.
Pizza rolls and pretzel bites. Yeah.
Yep, exactly. That's totally your vibe. Yeah. So I love that. Exactly. I think that's why so many people just want to just vibe with you and just chill and relax. And I think that's really cool. That's really cool. And Marceline 100% nailed it on that. So as soon as you said her name, I was like, freaking yes.
You can see it.
I can definitely see it. I can definitely see the vibe and everything like that. So this is cool. Awesome. Do you have like fangs on your neck? You're just covering up. I just realized. You probably don't, right? Because you're born.
I don't, but
Okay.
my original like sketch that I sketched out to send to my model mama did, but then I took that out because I was born a vampire, not turned into a vampire.
That would be awkward. I would have to point that out and be like, doesn't make sense lore-wise, but you know what? I got you. Very good. Okay, so I don't want to throw that out there. But okay, no, I can definitely see that like gamer goth girlfriend kind of vibe you kind of put off, and I think a lot of people will definitely vibe with you. Definitely. And I do like I haven't seen you gremlin this, not really. I've not experienced that yet, but
you goof around a little bit.
Hey, go for it, have fun, you know? Like, I haven't seen it, so I would be expected to see a little bit of that later in the show. But for now, I definitely see the chill vibe. Very chill. Very cool. I like it a lot. Awesome. Cool. So the next thing I want to ask you about, and this is going to be a nice little treat for everyone at home who's watching the show, for you chatters, any games you're looking forward to streaming this year?
Oh, this year. Oh,
yeah,
shoot.
This year. You have to look in the future.
Because GTA 6 isn't coming out this year.
No, it's coming out this year. And actually, there's rumors that it's going to get delayed until the year after.
That's what I'm thinking. I feel like it's gonna get deleted. I am super excited with GTA though. After seeing that trailer, I'm like, oh my god, I want to experience crazy Florida. Yeah.
There has to be. Okay, so I'm throwing out there in the universe, okay? And if anyone says anything, then go back to this moment and say I called it. But there's 100% going to be a VTuber reference in GTA 6. I can assure you. Because there's going to be streamers. There's definitely going to be streamers. It'll be impossible to have, like, not a random moment where you're walking down the street, you see some guy like, hey, guys, over here in Florida. Blah, blah. You know, you'll definitely see it. It's 100% going to happen. But I want to see someone, like, barge into a room or something like that, and then someone's, like, you see, like, on the monitor. The monitor will show, like, a girl, like, dancing, and he's, like, dancing, too. I want to see that.
That'd be very funny.
You know, right? Like I know it's gonna happen. Watch. I'm calling it now. Throwing it out there first. Calling it. Maybe you should do that.
To like looking forward to the games, it's so weird because in the most recent years, it's like, you know, I'm hyped up for the next COD. I'm hyped up for the next this, like the next franchise. But recently, it's more been little surprises, like Lethal Company came out, like you hear about that on Twitter or like sometimes like, oh, I want to play with that. It's more of a spur of a moment rather than like I don't even know what games are coming up. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's more of like something that I hear from a friend or Twitter and it's like, oh yeah, I want to play that. Like that's how I was with Power World and Lethal Company and Content Warning. It's like it just popped up out of nowhere. It's a lot of these indie games now, I noticed.
No, I think that's actually what's kind of like changing the gaming market a little bit is that AAA title games, a lot of people are kind of going away from because they've been burned by so many like promising things and it's not panning through. Even like one game I was looking forward to is the Outlaws. People are already like just dissing it and not even want to go into it at all. But then random games will just come out of nowhere of like Lethal Company and like Helldivers and stuff like that, and it will just blow up and people just go into it. So it's almost kind of like we're getting back in the olden days where like games was just like they didn't have any marketing for it. They didn't have any news or anything like that. You just kind of like heard about it back on the playground. You're like, hey, did you hear about this one game? What game? And then you like had to find on like Newgrounds or something like that.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm kind of looking forward to. I'm really hoping that will keep on going that way. Unfortunately, they don't really guaranteed do well on those kind of situations, so it's kind of hard to see what happens. But it's definitely becoming more of like streamer chat, like it has to have that niche. It has to be like word of mouth kind of marketing. That's what's really doing really well, like word of mouth kind of thing. Because regular marketing, people are getting really suspicious about. Oh, Demi will play AAA game, not finish it, and then go back to either DVD and whatever niche title is trending. Oh, you're one of those kind of gamers? What games have you not finished yet for your fans?
Okay. I have some reasons though.
Okay. Let's hear it. You have the floor. Chat will judge you. Chat will judge you.
one of my two big games is the most recent God of War and most recent Spider-Man, because I moved out and I have not set up my Elgato, my PlayStation yet. It's right next to me.
Oh,
I just haven't gotten around to it.
freaking!
But
You need to get on that. It's so much fun.
I know,
So good.
but I do admit that my attention span is very small, and sometimes I would much rather. I don't know, I have to be in the mood for it, you know? I don't want to be miserable playing a game, because my mood is going to reflect chat, and you're going to notice it. So, like, as soon as I find something of like, oh, I'm really just not in the mood for this, unfortunately, I will put it away, but in hopes that I will come back to it. And you know what? I've been good about finishing games. I'm trying to find smaller stuff, that way I can make, you know, YouTube videos about it and stuff. Like, right now, there are games that I do finish and I love, like, start to end. And my most recent one was Resident Evil 7. Like, I beat the whole game, and now I'm playing all the DLC, and I'm like not bored of it. Like, I'm in love.
That's so cool.
There are games that I do finish and I do like complete thorough. It really just depends on the game, really.
Okay, makes sense. Sense. Okay. That's actually probably why you kind of criticize yourself more as a variety streamer than like just like a regular streamer. Because when I look at the games that you've been playing, a lot of them are like horror kind of games. So yeah, Supermarket Simulator is not a horror game, but also if you ever worked at the supermarket, it's technically a horror game. Let's just say that.
It was just one of those trends that I saw going around. I'm like, you know what, I'll give it a shot. And I played like 3 days straight and burnt myself out. That's another thing. If I do get into something, I will burn out quickly, because I'll be playing that for days.
I know the feeling. I did the same thing. Like, I was really into Dead by Daylight too. I actually got really into it, and I had a lot of friends to play with it too. But as time went on, I started losing a lot of friends to play Dead by Daylight with, and I haven't played it in a while because I just have no one to play with. You know, a lot of my friends that usually do it with, I kind of dropped off and did something else. So have you ever had that? You ever had like a game that you like to play with other friends, but they dropped off before you did, and so you kind of just like stopped playing it?
I feel like people can use that excuse towards me with COD. Like, I have
she's not playing with me, so I'm not playing anymore.
Yeah, right. It sucks because, like, when I first got Modern Warfare 2, I had a group of COD friends, and I constantly played it, and then I just kind of dropped it. They were like, Demi, you gotta hop on COD again.
Oh, we gotta play with you.
Yeah, I can totally relate to Dead by Daylight, though, because that's a game where, like, you need to play with friends. Like, playing Killer on solo can be fun for content, but, like, in reality, that's a really good game to play with communication and friends. Like Fortnite, too. You know, games like
you gotta play with other people. Like same thing with Helldivers.
Yeah.
Like, you don't play Helldivers by yourself. Like, I can play with my brother, but that's like, he doesn't really like, he's not a streamer, so we kind of just play just for fun. But like, I need to find more people. We need more people to play with. More people to play with. That's what it is. But yeah, no, like Dead by Daylight, I don't know. I just have more fun with survivors, especially with survivors with friends. You know, like I tried Killer, and I do like to play Killer every now and then. But I feel like unless I play it non-sweaty, I just don't have fun. Like, if I try and play it super sweaty, I feel like I just get destroyed. I still have PTSD of playing Omnio and just getting automatically destroyed by 4 really amazing survivors who kept them blinding me and like blocking me and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And ever since then, I just didn't want to play Killer anymore. It has traumatized me to play Killer.
That's one of my biggest, like, the biggest cons of Dead by Daylight is there is a learning curve, especially the game's like 7 years old now. So it's like, if you're jumping into it, you can easily get played by people, right?
Oh, yeah.
And it sucks to tell people, like, it's such a game worth going back, because I totally understand. You get frustrated when you get blinded, and then you get teabagged, and like, oh, I totally understand the toxicity, but once you get through through the trenches, trust me, it's so much fun, because, you know, like, there are tactics you could and mechanics to avoid those sort of things. It's just a big learning curve that you gotta learn, and it's so hard to tell, especially new players, because there's so much stuff to read. No one wants to read 70 different perks, what every add-on can do, and then you're like, hey, this killer has these 4 perks, and they do all this thing. Like, oh my, that's such a big turnoff. Like, no one's gonna want to learn that.
No one wants to learn that. They just look up meta builds and then just like plop in the slots, and that's it.
Yeah, exactly.
The only reason why I know like a little bit of what to do is because I like to watch Spooky Loops. I don't know if you know him, but
no,
he's a Dead by Daylight streamer, and I just love his content. I think he's hilarious. But he will will go through all the perks and like different kind of add-ons, and he kind of reads them through pretty nicely. Or at least gives you the TLDR of what each perk does. And I kind of like that because that means I can get into it. I have this really fun perk that I like to do as a killer, where I pretty much just hold onto a person and I just speed through to find other people and knock them down.
Grasp.
Yeah, I do Iron Grasp.
Yep.
I do Starstruck. I do that Wesker that I can see people. And then I think I have some other one that you tack quicker if you hold on to someone. And so I just go around and try and tack everyone because I think it's hilarious. But other than that, anyway, enough about Dead by Daylight. I could talk about Dead by Daylight crazy all day.
Me too.
It's a fun game. It's really good. I need to play it again. It's been a while since I played it. But any games you want to play with your fans? Any community days you're thinking about?
So I've always thought about doing a Minecraft server one day. I actually attempted to set up one, but we never pulled through because I ended up getting busy. But that's definitely one I want to do with my community.
That'd be cool to see.
Yeah. I mean, once in a while, I do have community nights. Like, I tried doing a VR chat one. Now that I have my 3D model, I'm like, hey, you know what? Random stream, hop on VR chat with me. There's been times where I'm like, you know what? We're gonna cycle people out for open lobby Fortnite, open lobby Dead by Daylight. Like, I really do enjoy those types of games because you get to play with your friends and stuff like that. Or maybe my friends aren't around and I'm lonely and I need my community to join.
I need you to play.
Yeah.
Hey, I hear you. Okay, it makes sense. Well, it'd be cool to see you do more of those. I love to see it. That party in VR chat will live in my heart forever. Aw, at a party in VR chat. It sounds like you do a lot of VR chat stuff too, huh?
A lot of most recently. So I had one big VR chat party. That was a lot of fun. It was celebrating my new 3D model. And I made like a trailer for it on Twitter, and I'm like, all my mutuals are invited. Like, if I'm friends with you, join on in. Here's how you join. And so much fun. Like, it was so nice to see people pop in, say hi. Like, I cried. Like, I was so happy.
Oh, that's adorable. Awesome. I love that. That's so good. That's so good. Do you use a VR headset? Do you do full body tracking?
So I only have a Quest 2, so I don't have full body. Hopefully in the future I can get full body, because, oh my gosh, the stuff I can do.
Much you can do. Watch.
Yeah.
You're going to see all the stuff she can do. She can do some really good stuff. You know what she can do? She can lick her own elbow.
Dude, I can't even do that right now.
I know. But okay, I like it. Well, let's get into the big thing that everyone's been wanting to talk about, because you do have a very interesting model. And that is, what's the thoughts that went into the design of your model?
So I did mention Marceline. For people who've been in my community for a long time, they know about my first model, my vampire model, and it's actually, it's very similar to this, but also very different because I have a different hairstyle, and I'm like, God, when I made my VTuber, I knew exactly what I wanted. Once I decided I want to be a vampire, because I feel like that matched my vibe, I'm like, dude, I want a ponytail, I want red eyes, I want these like elf-looking ears. For clothes, I wasn't exactly sure though. The whole clothes design, that goes right to my model mama. And what's funny is, even though black and red like matches my vibe, that's not my favorite color. Like, unironically,
what?
I
not a goth?
I love. Well, I'm a goth.
Like,
I love darks and stuff, but I really like the color pink. But I knew that's not what I wanted my VTuber to be. Right? Isn't that weird?
What? She's exposing herself. No, she's not a true goth. I'm joking.
For the type of vibe that I do like, it's like Belle Delphine, like pink hair, like, oh my gosh, yeah, I love that stuff. But when creating myself, I knew that I wanted to match a design that goes with my vibe and my voice. And that's where the black and red came in. I'm like, you know what? I want to be edgy. I want to be a tomboy. I feel like that color scheme would work best, because when I was working with Mia, that's my model mama, I sent her a sketch. She got the hair of the face, like everything perfect, what I wanted. But she made the clothes and we just mix matched. I'm like, I kind of want something. At that point, I wasn't thinking about lore at all. It was more just making my character right off the bat. I made the lore after. So like the whole jacket, I had like combat pants and boots. It was all just like tomboy wear. And then, so this is a funny story how I turned into a zombie, and the lore was created after, so you're gonna get a little insider thing here on how I became a zombie, that like unintentionally.
Oh.
So, I really like the idea of having different outfits during the season. So after my vampire model, I had a outfit change where, you know, where Marceline has that like straw hat when she like sings to Princess Bubblegum. I had that hat and flowers in my hair and a bikini for the summer. So that was my beach model. And oh, it's so cute. I wish I could show it, but I use a different face tracking now, so it's not gonna like track myself, unfortunately.
Soon though, soon.
And then I got a chibi model, you know, for the little gremlin side of me. That was fun. But when it started nearing Halloween and I started having the money, because at this point I was working either a part-time or full-time job, so I had money coming in. I'm like, oh man, I want to do something for Halloween. I love Halloween. I just started to sketch out an outfit change for, you know, my vampire model. And it wasn't supposed to make me, like, lore-wise actually a zombie. It was just a Halloween gimmick, right? It was just like, let's get my clothes ripped up. Let's put some teeth on my clothes, some stitches. And then all of a sudden, a point in my life, I had to be on hiatus. A very long hiatus. This is like 4 or 5 months.
Okay.
And in that time, I was like, you know what? I think I need a different direction in my career. I think instead of make this an outfit, I told my, because the deadline for the model ended up getting pushed anyway. It was supposed to be a debut on Halloween. And actually didn't end up to be a debut till like this Valentine's Day. Like it was a long push because I was getting art and like I decided, I'm like, fuck it, dude. We are gonna re-debut as a zombie vampire. I'm gonna make this a big thing. This is gonna be my big chance to really push myself. And that's when I started getting a lot of art, a lot of credit debt, and just going for it.
All the credit did.
Yeah.
All the credit did.
All the credit debt. So the whole turning into a zombie, that was actually unintentional. It was originally just a Halloween gimmick, and then it turned into this.
Well, are you happy with it? Are you happy when it came out that way?
So happy.
That's good. That's good.
Unbelievably happy the way it came out. I love it.
Because it looks amazing. I don't know what your vampire looks like before, so I don't have anything on my end that like shows
Here, I'll
what
send
it
you a
is.
picture.
Cool, I would appreciate that, just so I can see a comparison. But again, your design, freaking stunning. I love it a lot. I just like how it's simple, but also it portrays exactly what you're trying to go for. Okay, so. Okay, I can still see
like
it.
Me with long hair, you know.
Yeah. I can definitely see it. You know, you have a little bit more brighter skin, but now it's like dead. So I like it.
Yeah.
You know, I really like it. I really like it.
Hey, listen.
Hello, Master. Thank you for the follow. Also with a subscribe. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Superb.
Kara is awesome. I know who you are, but you are already my favorite person of the stream so far. And Demi. Demi's cool too. I like her. She's good. She's really cool.
Let's go.
But yeah, I like the design. It looks really cool. Looks like you're a fighter too. That looks like a fighting game kind of character right there. You know,
Right?
Going to like Tekken. You'd be a Tekken character. Definitely a Tekken character. Cool. Hello, Car. Hello. Actually, you followed me on the Twitters, and I followed you back because I thought your design looked cool. Oh, I even got a body pillow. Whoa.
Yeah, that's unreally, because ever since I did the zombie stuff, all my merch that I wanted to do, it's kind of just saved in a folder now.
Well, it looks like this one got a little messy, so it might be best.
Yeah.
Might be best to do hold off on that one. Definitely.
Yeah.
But okay, I can definitely see like the before and after, and I think this one just adds that little bit because to be honest, someone who's seen a lot of different VTubers over my years of being in the industry, your model, even though it looks really good and I really like it, it does seem pretty plain compared to other VTubers who are also vampires. Like it has its own like merits, but I would say that if I just popped you in a lineup of all the other VTubers who are like vampires, they probably wouldn't be able to pull you out, you know, of the thing.
Yeah.
But with this new change, as a vampire like zombie, if I put you into a lineup of all the rest of the dead vampires, dead VTubers, just straight up dead VTubers, you actually do stand out quite a bit because of the previous vampire like style to it. So I like it a lot. Definitely adds that flair that you've been looking for.
Yeah, I definitely truly believe in the saying of like you live and you learn, because like now that going through the whole vampire phase, I've learned what sort of changes I wanted to make, like simple things too, like even though I kind of have the same jacket, just adding little details like the rips and the teeth, and like as an artist especially, I know for a fact I do not like drawing complex details and stuff. I'm like I want to keep it simple but very unique, right? Because I'm going to be drawing myself a lot. I don't want to go too crazy. And I wanted to get rid of the one piece to show a little bit more skin. I wanted shorts instead of the pants so I can show off the legs. So it's like, I definitely learned, you know, what would correlate better for sure. Especially the hair. Oh my god, I love what Mia did. It's so cute.
It's cool. It's cool with all the little chains on it. It's really cool. Yeah. I like that the hair is like in the middle of your face instead of like showing it off, and then you have a little bit on that like right side to block it off. Like it looks messy but organized in a way, if that makes sense. Very cool, very cool. Awesome. Well, speaking of your model, let's see what your model can do. Any kind of fun emotes you like to show off?
And do a fun toggle, and chat loves this one, and this is the bald.
The bald! Look, it's bald! I was gonna say, like I bet one of the questions you have is like, I wonder what she looks like under her hair. This is what I look like. Let's go. She's a bald.
One of my biggest regrets, though, is hopefully in the future I can get more toggles, because I never really commissioned any hand toggles or anything like that. Like, dude, VTuber rigging can get so crazy. There's like lean now, you can walk, you can do, like, I don't have any of that stuff, unfortunately. Hopefully as an upgrade in the future, but like, oh, that's something I want so bad.
I bet the lean one would be really cool for you. Just like, oh. Hi.
This is my favorite.
I like that one a lot. That's my favorite. I like I like yandere's, like that archetype. I think is actually really cool. But I will definitely say that like you pull off very well. Because like I know like you have a shy innocent look to you, but then when you pull that out, you like have that like menacing look to it. So it looks really cool.
Exactly.
I like it.
Yeah, when I told Mia, I'm like, she's like, hey, is this enough blood? And I'm like, no, add more blood, because she did do the blood on it. The knife and the I kind of like cut Photoshop my sleeve and stuff to make the little hand toggle, but little stuff like that. It's tough now because with the like, you can have a lot of free assets out there, a lot of paid assets, but they don't match my skin tone because I'm pale and purple, so I have to like go the extra step and
add those
like,
extra things, like you two different color hands and some of them.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I want the gamer. I like the gamer thing. That's so cool.
That's cute. That actually follows with my my keyboard and my
That's
mouse.
so
cool.
Nice. I like that. Yeah. That's so cool. Cool. Awesome. Anything else?
That's all I can do.
Oh.
I mean, I can.
It's totally good.
Little face stuff, like a little pout. A lot of it is through VBridger, my face tracking. So like, my favorite is my tongue. I've always wanted a tongue toggle so much. And if I zoom in, you can see the blood on my tongue.
Oh, there is a little bit of blood on the tongue.
Yeah,
whoa!
Really nice detail.
Oh, you don't notice that, guys. You don't notice that. That means that means she's actually had taste the blood of her enemies.
Exactly.
I love it. This is really cool. It's a really cool design. I can't wait. Do you still have access to like the original model, like the rigger, so that you can ask for more toggles?
I believe I do. If I ask for it, I think I can get it.
Cool. What would you like to add, if you could?
Oh, there's so much. I'm not sure if do you know who Porcelain Maid is?
Yes, I do know Porcelain Maid.
Okay, I love how he can take off his head and hold it in his hands. I want that as a zombie.
What? That's true.
I just want to take off the head, and that would be so cool.
Just
like,
hold it.
So
just hold it.
Yeah. Just hold it and like talk with my head in my hands. There's a lot of like hand toggles I want, like doing a flip off or holding a drink or something like that. I really want the lean. The lean is definitely a favorite of mine.
I don't have to pay for that one. I can just do it.
A lot of face stuff too, like heart eyes and stuff. Like these are like all ideas that I didn't think of at the time because remember, this was an outfit change, not a completely new model.
True.
So I wasn't
True.
thinking of like adding toggles and stuff. It was just like changing the outfit. But
that'd be the next step,
down the
though.
line.
That'd be the next step.
Yeah,
I love
exactly.
to see that. Cool, cool. Awesome. You should have the one where like the yandere like holding her face. And
Oh
blushing.
my god, yes.
You need to go for that one. You need to go for that one.
Face.
Holding the face,
Yeah.
the yandere like pose. You know, I think that'd be good. Cool, awesome. Okay, so here's one of my favorite questions, and I think you kind of already answered it, but let's just in case, let's ask it anyway. What's your most favorite part about your own design?
It's definitely the hair,
Yep,
for sure.
I had a feeling you could say that.
Definitely the hair, yeah.
What did you like the most about it?
Okay, what's funny is all my life, I'm not really a fan of short hair. I've always like, oh, I love long hair babes, like, but for some reason with the space buns, like especially resonating with like Toga from My Hero, and I just find it really cute. I think the space buns were such a nice detail, especially with the chains, because just makes it feel so unique, and the fact that like my bangs sweep one side of the face, I feel so edgy and seen about it. Like, oh, I'm in love with it.
I love how much you gush over it. It's so good. You're like, oh, I love this part. I love this part. Oh, man, this part. And then also this is the part. You know, I love how into it you are, which is what you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be really excited and like happy with your design.
Love your model.
Exactly.
Dude, like, yeah.
And I think it's just I just can't wait to see more. I can't wait to see more. It's really cool. Really cool. Awesome. Well, let's get in the part that you've been teasing it to us this entire time, and that is, what is your lore and backstory? So we know the behind the scenes of why you did what you did, but what's the lore aspects of it? How did vampire goth girl turn into a zombie goth girl?
Gosh, there's a lot of... Okay, this isn't like complete 100%. I would love to get a writer to like fill out these loopholes. And one day I was gonna use like... do you know who Aruna Reaver is? She has... Oh, okay, but on her debut, she had like this amazing like animated lore video that was like comic styled and manga styled, and that's exactly what I want to do one day.
Be cool. Yeah. I had a guy on my show named Osiris. He had a full on animation, like an animation for his, and it looks so cool and dope. So I love when people do animations for their lores. It's so cool.
It's so nice. For me though, it's a story that's very dark in a sense. I'll get to that point when we get near it, but if we're gonna start back from when I was a vampire, when Demi was a vampire, she grew up with this vampire family up in a castle somewhere near a village, and in her teenage days she was really rebellious. She would not listen to her parents. She would go to the village and she would meet up with a boy, and she fell in love with this human boy. And she spent a couple of years like living with him, not living with him, but hanging out with him and stuff. It was her boyfriend. But turns out, here's a little tragic cliche moment comes in. He was only trying to get in her pants to kill her parents. Dun dun dun. He was a vampire hunter.
What?
So there's this part which would be an epic fight scene if I could, where she's fighting him, he kills her parents, and like the fight travels all the way down past the castle to their graveyard that's like behind the castle, and I lost the fight. And
the anime betrayals.
He couldn't bring it in, he couldn't bring it in himself to kill me.
What?
So he placed
feelings?
a curse on me.
What? That's even worse.
He did have feelings. Now I didn't know what this curse was until later. I thought that I was just bound to the graveyard, because after this curse, I completely forgot who I am. My memory completely wiped. So I was living out all my life in this graveyard, so lonely, like lonely vampire, like whoever came by. This is how I started to build character of like the yandere stuff, is because I would just love any sort of company of people coming in. I would trap them and like, no, you're mine. Like, you're staying in here. You're not leaving me. Exactly. This is when I started building like the crazy character coming up. Eventually. This goes more to like present day me now. I decided to explore. Like, okay, you know what? I'm sick of this graveyard. We need to move on. I explore the castle. Now, this is like centuries later. Castle is all like molded over. Like the forest is like taking it. Things are crumbling down. And as I'm exploring, like, I eventually come across my old bedroom as a kid. And my memories, piece by piece, start coming into my brain. Like, let's, for example, I go in my bedroom. This is like where the whole like comic and anime stuff comes in. I'll be like picking up a hairbrush and be like, oh my god, this is my hairbrush. What the fuck? Yeah, flashback, you know? And it'll be like memories of me playing as a kid, like maybe picking up a stuffed animal or something. And I'm like, oh my god, this is my house. I used to live here. And, you know, I find a picture, like, it's like a mansion, right? So, mansion castle, you find the big picture that's kind of destroyed, but I find my mom and my dad and me in a picture, and I'm like, holy shit. This is, I'm like, so much information. Like, I'm getting overstimulated.
Your head's like, oh no. It's like that Kira moment, you know, like, Kira, Kira.
Yeah. And here is when we start to get a little bit dark, so trigger warning for that if you want to keep listening. I eventually find my parents' skeletons. Stakes in their hearts, however they died, we can still work on that later, but I find them, and this is when my character, myself, like, has a breakdown. That's when all my memories come back together. I all of a sudden feel all these emotions of this guy that I loved and how he betrayed me, and my heart could not handle it. So at this point, this is where I'll say redacted. Demi died that night.
She died from a heartbreak.
And the real, yeah, the real curse that was placed on me was that I couldn't die, so I can live out my sins of what the vampire did.
The top 10 tragic enemy deaths, yes. You'll be on all the top 10 lists. Look at this.
Right? So I wake up after, you know, redacted. And I'm like, how come I'm not dead? Like, what the fuck? What happened to me? Like, now I'm going batshit crazy. This is when I talk about the zombie self. This is my villain arc, because this is when I don't give no fucks about anyone. I'm so filled with hate, like, against everyone. I don't trust nobody. This is when I fucking, like, get out of the graveyard, get out of the castle, and I live out my own crazy life. I start experiencing the cities for the first time, villages or whatever, and I'm a murderous villain. Like, I am straight villain. I will kill without reason, because I just can't trust no one. And this is like the whole crazy girl side. Like, think of like Revy from Black Lagoon. Straight lunatic.
You're good now, though, right?
Yeah,
good.
I contain myself for today.
Okay, sure. He's like, kill with without remorse, and whatever I will do, and I'm over here like,
kill.
Cool story.
Yes, I would love to get that animated one day, or even sung about too. I would love to have like animated music videos and stuff.
Yeah, that'd be a cool song. That'd be a cool song. I'd like to see that. Wow, that's so cool. Okay, so there's only one question I have to have with your lore, and I'm pretty sure you'll get it fixed up with your storytelling. So one of the things I love about your design is that you kind of have like a Frankenstein kind of aspects to it, where you have like different body parts on you. What does that portray into your lore?
That is the biggest loophole.
Yeah, that's why it is.
Like, with the whole Frankenstein stuff, you come to assumption that like someone put me together or something, and it's like, it's such a part in the story that I need to figure out, because maybe that could be one of the
maybe because you're dead, your body keeps on like rotting away, and you want to keep your revenge train going. So some of the people you kill, you end up just trying like sew it back onto you so you can continue going. So you keep on like changing your body parts all over the place just so you keep your revenge going. You sound like a Japanese like yokai story of like love and betrayal, and like you won't stop until like you killed the person who broke your heart, even though they died like centuries ago.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, that's one of my biggest loopholes I need to work on. That's why it's like, oh man, I need like a professional writer in studio to help me out.
Well,
with that
I'm
part,
pretty sure
'cause it'll probably change.
I'm pretty sure you already have like the best parts of it. Like it seems like it's really good.
Yeah,
You just need to
exactly.
touch up on it. Touch up on it. Cool.
Hmm.
Oh, wow, I like it. Well, I'm glad that you sold your crazy killing spree to become a streamer. I love that. That's pretty awesome. That's
My
way
best
creepier than what
pastime,
I
you
would have
know.
come with. Yeah, no, it's really creepy. I love it. I love just like the idea of just deranged yandere killer that will like do whatever it takes. And the cool thing about it is that a lot of people thought like a yandere, if you just love them, they will love you back. But in your case, you just want to kill people because you had your heart broken and you just can't like stop hating anyone. So you have those
Yeah,
yandere tendencies,
yeah.
but there's no way to like make you like stop being a yandere. You just always
like,
be
not
that.
satisfied.
You
know.
never be satisfied. You never be satisfied. You have centuries levels of like anger just built up.
Mm-hmm.
For real, what?
Genocide route
On her genocide. Right? It's the genocide run. She is the genocide run. Like, if it was a pacifist run, it would probably be her zombie. I mean, her vampire.
Yeah.
But this
yeah,
is.
when I was a vampire, I was more mellow. Like, I would still, like, I wouldn't kill. I would just, like, bite and, like, be a lot more teasing. And
That'd be kind of cool, like a little, like, beginning part of the song. Like not song.
yeah,
like,
I do want to bring her back. I do want to show my old self, yeah.
Like, you ever played, like, Tales of Vesperia or something like that?
No.
I never really played it personally, but I know in the beginning, like, the girl, like, and tell me everyone at home if I'm not saying the right games. I can't remember what it was. But there was a girl in the beginning that's, like, super happy, super nice, and then, like, her like, brother dies and becomes this, like, rampage kind of thing. You could have, like, the vampire be like, you know what? I think we can totally, like, live with humans, you know? We can definitely do it. We got this, guy, to be, like, a Disney kind of thing. And then this happened, and now you have, like, this evil, like, side to you. I think that'd be kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
I like
yeah,
it.
I definitely want to have an art one day of me and my old self.
What if it
like
was
side
a mirror?
by side,
A mirror. Do
a
a mirror.
Yeah, kind of like the split personality type of thing.
Yeah.
Like totally bipolar, right?
Yeah, like you looking in your mirror
It's
and you're
part
like,
of me.
that'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. That'd be sick. I like to see that. I can't wait to see you
Vampires
do
can't
more.
be shown in mirrors, unfortunately.
True. True. Well, actually.
Well,
so,
now that I'm a zombie, that's another loophole. That's like, I don't know if being a zombie nullifies the vampire effects.
That is
Can
true.
I eat food now?
Now,
Like,
also, I did hear,
you know?
I stumbled upon a random TikTok about this, so I don't know how true this is, but I was told that the reason why vampires was, like, the myth of vampires can be seen in mirrors was mostly based off the fact that the mirrors back in the day was made with silver. And so you couldn't see the vampire because of the silver in it. But all our mirrors nowadays doesn't have silver in it. So
yeah.
I
didn't think about that.
Yeah, I didn't. That's why I learned. I learned that like all the mirrors back in the day was in silver, and vampires were against silver. So that's why you couldn't do that. So I know how true that is, but that's what I heard. So maybe, just maybe.
Right? Yeah.
I would love. Okay, this is a fantasy thought, but I love when I think of like zombies and like dead and stuff like that. I think of like ghosts. I love ghosts. I think ghosts are freaking awesome.
yeah.
You ever thought about like a ghost theme of your character as like a Halloween costume and like maybe play off like the haunted mansion kind of style?
I thought of mascots. Like, my background was usually like bats and stuff, but now I'm like really getting into horror. I would really want like some sort of ghost mascot or some spin-off of a vampire or a cat or something like that. As for a ghost itself, I haven't really thought about it. It's more of like everything else around me because I'm so in depth of just being the vampire zombie thing. But yeah, as far as ghosts, I would love to have a little mascot.
I could see your chat be ghosts, like spirits, you know? Because it's people you have killed and they just keep following you because they just like you.
Right? And like I have this little gimmick going on that I portray sometimes when someone like follows me. Oh, I'm like, oh yeah, welcome to your graveyard. Like, welcome to my graveyard. I have a spot right here for you, 6 feet deep with your tombstone and everything. Like,
Oh,
you're
nice.
staying here forever.
You're staying forever.
So,
You're staying
like,
forever.
yeah, I got you now.
Yeah, so when they die and become ghosts, like all your subscribers, let's say that your subscribers are like ghosts that follow you around.
They are. That's actually my Discord tag.
There we go. Hey, let's go. That's so great. That's so great. I love it. I love these themes. These themes are really cool. I think they're really fun.
It's so much fun.
I think that's the best thing about being a VTuber content creator, because even though, like, so as a streamer myself, I really can't really portray a character that much. I just portray myself, pretty much.
Yeah.
I know there's some differences in some different creators that do different things, but like I can't really portray a character too much. But as a VTuber, even though you are pretty much yourself as you, like as a content creator, but you can have those character themes and ideas, and you can actually be creative in those kind of things. And I think that's really cool because you can come up with like interesting ideas for those kind of stuff,
Yeah, exactly. It's so much fun because like the options are limitless. You can have different things you call your chat, you can have different pictures for them, you can have different redeems. Like, it really is not limiting at all being like 2D or 3D compared to being a flesh tuber, and honestly it's so much fun.
That's so cool. That's cool. I like it. I like this themes you're going for. The themes are really cool. I like.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get into a controversial topic. Are you ready for it?
Yeah.
We're going to still talk about something related, but it's not going to be about strictly you now. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
What is your thoughts on the VTuber community at the moment?
To stay out of drama and controversy, I'll reflect on the positive stuff.
Okay.
Because we all know Twitter. There's just ups and downs.
There's always ups and downs.
Yeah.
But it's definitely just you saying that out of the way knows that there's been some controversial takes that some people have.
That's for sure. I mean, that goes for any community. That can happen. But the one that I'm involved with, the VTuber community, the way I think about it is, the way you portray yourself and what you do online, you can pick and choose what you see and how people come across you. Like, for me, for example, I stay away from drama. I think of it as like, if someone walked into my clean bedroom for the first time, that's how I want them to see my profile, right? Just content, drama free, maybe a hot take here and there, but nothing to like get into like drama. It's more of like a funny haha hee hee moment, right? So when I look at like Twitter and the VTuber community, it's a lot of positive stuff. Like, I think my favorite thing about this community is once you're really into it, like I've been doing this for 2 years now, and you're making more VTuber friends, more connections. I love the fact that you can recognize people. Like, I love the fact that I could say, hey, do you know who this is? And they're like, oh my god, yeah. Like, that is so cool how we know each other. And once you make those connections, you can casually talk to that creator you've been like idolizing for such a long time, like, hey, you want to collab and do this? That is like the most rewarding thing ever, is like you getting excited when someone else follows you back, or like, it's such a cool feeling that I've never thought I would experience before, especially being a flesh tuber. It's like, I just love seeing everyone's art, the stuff that they get, like that they post, and it's really heartwarming, like, besides the drama stuff that happens.
I can see it though. I can definitely see it. Like there's always going to be bad eggs in every community, but the fun parts is when you interact with other content creators. You guys both just have those inspirations to be creative, and you guys both in line to support each other. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, you like it? Well, I answered that question. I think they actually did really good. Most people like to go into the other part of that realm, but you know what? I like it. I like your answer. Your answer is great. I think it's really good. Very nice. Very nice. Next question, and that is, what changes have you first noticed when you were your wee little gamer girl playing Call of Duty in front of the Kinect compared to now?
I've learned so much. So much. The live and learn. I think one of the biggest issues I had streaming, like growing up streaming, is there are skill sets that you need to be a streamer. Like, I'm really true to that. And one of them is, it's how you talk and how you portray yourself, especially when you don't have an audience yet to talk back to. Learning the skill to keep on talking and not just be so mundane like is very hard for a lot of people, and that's how it was for me. Because when I play games, obviously I'm gonna be silent. Like I'm not gonna commentate on everything I do. Like I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, I'm gonna pick up this rock and then I'm gonna do this. That's such a skill, a hard skill to learn. It's easier for some people, but for me it was not, and it's still something I'm working on. Like say if I had a long day and I just want to relax, thankfully I'm very grateful I have a chat now that's kind of responsive now, and I can, go back and forth. I can ask about their day and stuff to fill up that space. But that was a huge problem for me back in the day.
Yeah, that's usually the first hurdle that most content creators start with, is not being able to like bring up that conversations to themselves and talk about certain things, and they like rely on other people talking to it, and if they don't have that, they feel like they can't do it.
It's definitely a big hurdle, but something you can accomplish for sure. Like don't give up on that. It takes a lot of practice. Obviously, other changes. I'm a Vtuber now. That's kind of obvious.
Oh, what? What? I thought this was what you. I thought this was what you looked like when you would do your you connect streams. You just look like the vampire girl.
A lot of upgrades later. A lot of learning about equipment, like cameras and microphones and monitors and all that good stuff. All that technical stuff.
Technical
Big
stuff,
change.
especially with cameras. Those are always fun. It's always fun.
Always fun.
Cool.
What other changes? I mean, damn, that's the whole career change basically.
Which is cool.
Yeah, the talking thing was definitely something.
Well, I think the main thing is that you had this huge change, literally night and day kind of change, but it looks like it was rewarding, and I would say that you would do it again in a heartbeat, and you probably recommend other people to kind of consider doing those kind of things.
Yeah, for sure. I think compared to back then to when I am now, other things I've learned that was my stubbornness. I never wanted to video edit. I never wanted to make a TikTok, but one day I sat myself down, and you really have to swallow your pride sometimes and be like, okay, we're gonna do this. This is something that you kind of have to do to, advertise yourself. And when it comes to video editing, I thought it was so scary, and just take your time on it. Like, I just looked up a 5-minute video on how to do one little thing. That's all you need to do, and then keep practicing on it. And now you can rely on yourself and you can make things yourself, and it's so rewarding after all the hard work you've done. It eventually, it rewards you. It's nice.
Yeah, it's good. It's good to have that reward. It's really nice. I like that. Well, keep it up. Keep up the good work. Because even though this is a completely new kind of thing, you've only been doing this for about 2 years now. And you pretty much debuted not that long ago with this kind of model, and you also had a 3D model that's happened. It sounds like it's not over. You still have a lot of great plans and great ideas in that zombie brain of yours. And I would love to see more come out from it. So I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to see what you do next. Looking forward to it. Cool. Awesome. Sweet. Now let's get some fun random questions, fun facts about you, okay? Now let's start with the most funnest question of all. What's your favorite video game franchise?
I think we already talked about
I know.
Call of Duty
yes. Do you still play Call of Duty?
GTA.
The new stuff?
Recently, it's the reason why I played COD back then was mostly for the zombies, right? Like round-based Easter eggs.
Shocker.
I loved that. Like the last time I got into it was for Cold War, but I no-life that game so much. Like I would help new players out with Easter eggs over and over and over again. I was obsessed.
Obsessed. I love it.
And what's funny, here's a little IRL breaker here. I had to go for hand surgery for carpal tunnel.
Oh.
Yeah.
So young.
Young. I had it when I was 17.
Holy frick. Oh my god. Don't tell me that was because of video games, right?
Well, it's because I was scooping ice cream, drawing from high school and college, all day, and then as soon as I'm done with that, I'm playing video games on a controller. So Cold War kind of saved me in learning how to aim with keyboard and mouse, because once I had that hand surgery, I was exempt from work, so I was home all day, and I'm like, man, I can't play controller because it really hurt my thumb. So I had to learn keyboard and mouse, and I would just constantly play zombies all night, all day with keyboard and mouse learning. So, you know, you can thank God for that
Wow,
one.
wow, that's so cool. Okay, it sucks that happened, but it's so cool that you like
Yeah,
end up
I
being
mean,
a
hey,
different
it feels
kind of.
better now.
That's nice. I like it. You know, you end up adapting to be a PC gamer, become a PC gamer.
Yeah, and becoming a streamer too, especially a variety streamer, because I cannot hold myself to one game. That is impossible. I've discovered I like a lot more things now. Like, I'm really starting to get into Resident Evil. Like, gosh,
Ooh, yeah.
like, that is one of my favorites now. A lot of horror games that I was too pussy to play back then, I'm starting to really enjoy, like Alien. Oh gosh, Alien
Ooh.
Isolation. That I shit myself in that one. That one
That's
was
a
such
good one. That's
one.
such a good one. Oh my god. I love to see that you play a lot of like horror games. Now it seems like the kind of horror games you like to play have been, well, at least the ones you said just now are more action horror games. But I see on your list you actually play some more like there's like psychological horror games like Don't Scream.
Yeah.
Or Be Quiet, what it's called.
I like a bit of both because I love action ones, like for example Dead Space. That was a good one.
It's
Oh my
a
gosh.
really good one. Did you play the remake?
It's a good change of space. Yes. Yeah.
No pun intended. Okay, I like it.
I do like the ones where it's more story oriented and it's more of like Layers of Fear. That was a great one as well. I beat that one. Where it's psychological, you don't have a weapon really, because for me that beats us. I get scared when I can't defend myself. So
yes,
like, and
Outlast
Alien
would
Isolation. Yeah, Outlast. Oh gosh.
Yeah, I feel like
Outlast
Outlast
would be the second one.
Okay. I was saying I feel like that wouldn't be your jam. Okay. Well, I have an idea for a horror game for you, and I recommend this to all my horror VTuber friends. Now, you probably have heard of it. You must have heard of it as someone who's like super into the horror genre. So let me give you a synapse, and you can tell me, you can guess it. What game I'm talking about, okay? So this is the horror game, okay? You are a little anime girl walking through like a haunted shrine. And down the hallway, you see like a spooky ghost slowly walking towards you. Now, what you do, instead of running away, is that you stare at the ghost. You stare at it. And you wait for it as it gets closer and closer to you. And when it's about to reach out and touch you, you take a picture of it.
That is the Fatal Frame series?
Exactly. It's so good. I fell in love with that series.
I love the premise, but not gonna lie, I was getting a little bored in some sections. The only one I have was, I think it was like the Maiden in the Black Water or something like that. That one. I only got through like halfway. I love the premise of it, but it's just like I was getting a little bored from my attention span. I feel like. But I'm not dissing on the game. It's a great game.
Great game. Maybe the Luna Mask might be a little bit more, because I think that's shorter.
Yeah. Maybe if I put her in the wet white t-shirt, I could have kept going, but
the wet white t-shirt, that would have been that would have got my interest to keep going. Yep, true. Until you play as like the guy and you're like, ah.
Oh my god, I hated those parts. I'm like, bring me back to the babe. Gosh.
I know. I got super confused about it, is that they kept on changing like each camera and what they did, so I couldn't really like get used to it. You know, like the first camera was just traditional, and the other one you had that flashlight. That's it. It was super weird. That flashlight could take a picture too. It was super weird. But no, I got you. Okay, no, I just like to throw that out. That was really cool. I can't wait to see what you do for Halloween of this year, because you probably have some really good horror games. Come on.
Oh gosh, what I usually do is like a whole horror game marathon for the whole month of October. It's just like straight horror games, and if anyone wants to like donate games to me, I play those. So I'm actually catching up right now, because on my hiatus I didn't get to experience a lot of the horror games people give to me and all that stuff I wanted to play. So the reason why you see so many horror games on my page right now is because while I'm waiting for new games to come out that I'm interested, I'm on my backlog right now. I'm playing everything that I've wanted to play so far. You know, like that's why I talk about Resident Evil and all that stuff.
Hello,
Also, hi,
Dragon.
Itachi.
Hello. It's good to see you. Good to see you. But yeah, no, I definitely want to see you play more games because again, you have that vibe of just like watching like a really close friend just playing a game that you want to recommend them. You know? Like, you always had those friends that like they kind of like just seem fun to just watch. You have that vibe, which is a good vibe, baby. Cool. I like it. Okay, so here's another question for you. If you could live in any world, any gaming world or anime world, what world would you like to be isekai into? This is kind of like a anime kind of thing, but you can like live in a different gaming world. And I know we only been talking about like war and scary and blood and gore kind of place, but where would you like to go?
If I was to portray my VTuber, I would love to be a villain in like Tokyo Ghoul.
You know what? I can see that.
Number one choice.
Oh, Call of the Night. I can see that too.
Yes, Call of the Night. Oh my god.
That'd be a good one. That'd be a good one. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What about your real life person?
Oh gosh, I'd still want to be a villain.
Wow, jeez. Yeah, some dark.
Yeah.
You have dark past. Your past was dark.
I don't know. Like personally, I don't really portray myself as a happy-go-lucky, like happy hero protagonist. You know, like if we're talking about isekais, like Shield Hero or stuff like that, I don't see myself being on the good side. I would want to be the
renegade
enemy.
for life. She's renegade for life,
Yeah.
100%. Well, you know what? I respect that. You know, a lot of people would rather live in the Animal Crossing days. You wake up on the wrong side of the bed and choose violence in the morning. I love it. That's so good. Cool, awesome. Well, I'm
I also think that like maybe something cute like a monster dating sim or something. I'd be like, oh my god, that'd be so cute. I would love that.
You would be the yandere kind of person, you know? Like,
yeah.
But you'd be pretty scary to like actually like fall for, because I think most people will like try and fall for you and then you just kill them. You have to play the long game. You can't just fall in love with them right off the bat because then you just die. You gotta get them to chase you. I'm guessing that's what kind of your character. You gotta work for it. I mean, most of us from the graveyard choose violence, right? You guys all choose violence. Which, go for it. Have some fun, I'm expecting to have some blood pools lay after the show, so it makes sense. I'll definitely be cool with that. Cool. All right, so here's another fun question for you. I'm really excited to see who you pick on this one, and that is, if you could collab with any other VTuber, no matter how big or small they are, who would you like to collab with?
I have a handful, and it's funny because if you asked me this a year from now, I didn't really watch many VTubers. I wasn't really that big into the community. I watched a lot of YouTubers and streamers. Like, I make it clear that I'm in love with Moist Critical. So if it was non-VTubers, that would be my guy. But if we're talking about, I also have a whole list of YouTubers I would love to collab with. But
you and Moist would chill. You guys have the vibe. Kind of have similar vibes. Yeah. I feel like you guys both would like play like a 2-player Doom game or something like that. I don't know.
Right? Oh my god. Can I talk about like my handful of YouTubers first?
Go for it. Do it.
All right, Moist Critical, right? Because his vibe, his monotone, like, I just love it. And then there's a part of me that still loves old school YouTube, and one of the people that are still relevant these days is Max Mofo from Cold Ones. He is so funny. I love the way he portrays himself. Him and Shad, bro. If I could ever be on a Cold Ones episode, if they ever allow VTubers, that is like my #1 show I'd love to collab with. Whether it be a podcast or something silly, or maybe if I do some IRL content one day, that is like, oh, my dream.
Right there, let's go. That'd be kind of cool. I'll let's see it.
Mm-hmm.
Just gotta reach out. That's all you gotta do. Just reach out.
Right?
Just reach out.
Yeah. As far as VTubers go, that's more of I'd say kind of not really a skill, but a habit I'm trying to get into now is watching a lot of my friends, watching a lot of inspirations, and trying to put my foot in and get more involved. One of them, and I mentioned him earlier, Porcelain Maid. I think he is hilarious. I love his little date things that he does, and I feel like
you could definitely be on his show
very well, right?
Dude, go on his show. I didn't know how to reach out to him because I tried to reach out to him and didn't work out very well.
It's hard for the
really
bigger
hard.
ones.
Yeah, it's really hard. Yeah. But I would say definitely reach out to him.
Right.
I feel like your vibe would really be good with him. Really could be good.
Mm-hmm. That's like the thing is with like reaching out to bigger creators. I have a little self-reflection to myself. I don't think I'm ready. I don't think I'm there yet. I want to achieve more, so I have more under my portfolio, more that I can showcase for, and then when I feel comfortable with like my numbers and who I am, that's when I'll start reaching out. But right now I feel like, I want to get partner, I want to get some more sponsorships and more of that type of thing, under my little resume before I start
Resume.
reaching out to the bigger people,
Which is smart. You want to do that. You want to have, like you said, you want to have your portfolio like filled up, so you have something to go back on. You don't want to just go right into like, oh yeah, I have my 3D model, I got this now. Who wants to collab? You kind of want to build up your base and get your community, get some games under your belt, get some memes, some inside jokes set up, and then you start reaching out to people. Usually, how I see how content creators do it is that they usually, after they stagnate on their like the viewership, that's when they start reaching out to other people. You're still growing, and you're still like getting new faces to come check you out. Until that kind of plateaus, then that's when you start reaching out to other communities to see if you can bring some of their audience over to you and your audience to them. That's why collabs are a thing. But also, you also want to collab with people you enjoy hanging out with and have fun with.
Exactly. Yeah. That's another thing is like when you ask about who you want to collab with, you have to think to yourself, it's not just about them being your Oshi or your idol. It's more of like, because let's say if I was really in love with this person, like as an idol, you have to make sure your vibes match. You don't want to make sure they're uncomfortable or anything. Like when I genuinely say I want to collab with these people, it's because I believe that we can go back and forth and banter, and that brings me to my next person, and that is Kenji, because I think he is awesome.
He's so cool. I love Kenji.
God.
Kenji's
His
great.
bits are just so funny, and like his little like gremlin 2D like MS Paint model, bro. I want that so bad. Oh, it's so cool.
I love Kenji. Kenji's great.
Yeah, he's awesome. I would love to collab with him.
Again, like I said, take your time.
Yeah.
But definitely reach out, because I definitely see you guys like hang out. It's so
and
cool.
The last one I'll mention, his name is Omi, the one who like cooks. He's the undead VTuber. Have you heard of him?
I think I have.
He has like green hair, stitches on his face.
I'm pretty sure.
Here, I'll send you his Twitter if I can find it. He's very funny as well. He's doing a lot of cooking stuff, and I'm like, dude, I would love to just like to cook with him. That'd be so cool.
Just cook with them. I actually just did a real life stream of me cooking something, and it was super scuffed, but it was fun, like kind of doing it, and my chat like had a lot of fun.
Scuff is the best,
right? Scuff is the best.
Trying to see if I can find. Oh, here it is. Here, I'll send it to you. So he does like IRL cooking. Like,
oh yeah, okay. I think I have.
Seen him around.
I have seen him around. I think I have invited him to my show before, but it's so cool. I like it a lot. Oh me. Oh no, I can't because he doesn't have his DMs open. No worries. I think that's really cool. Yeah, no, he don't. No, he's really cool. He's really cool. I really like it. I really like his vibes. Really cool. I like his design too.
Yeah, it's very pretty.
Awesome. Well, I like it. Very cool. I can see you guys definitely like have like a show, like maybe like a collab thing going on with like a game you guys play together on, because you guys aesthetically they work well with each other. I can definitely see, like, I'm not really into doing this personally. I know some people are really into it, but some people like to like ship certain VTubers together. I feel like you guys will look really good together, but again, I don't like shipping at all when it comes to like VTubers, because they're real life people.
Like, other people are comfortable with.
Yeah. Like if it's like shipping between like like Hollow Live or VShojo, like they do on purpose to have that fun and kind of situation, but like in cartoons and anime characters, it's fun to do that. But when you're like shipping like real life people who like have like families and husbands and wives already, you're trying to strip them together, it gets kind of awkward, but I just think aesthetically you guys are matching, so that would look really nice on paper. So
that's what I think about it too. Like, to me, it's just like a piece of art, right? Like when I like, as much as I am portraying my IRL self to an extent, I am kind of like disassociating my, anything in my real life to stream, right? So, for example, if that was to happen, it'd just be a piece of art to me.
It's a
really.
piece of art would be
Nothing,
really cool.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I can see that. I want to see more art of you because you just make really good art.
Oh, I have so much I want to do. My next is I am on the waiting list for a docky and a mouse pad, and then once that's finished, I can start rolling out merch.
Dude, go
I
for
can't
it.
wait.
Go for it. I would love to see it. I would love to see how that goes out. It's gonna be really cool. Are you gonna go with the sussy body pillows?
So there will be an alternate version that will be saucy.
Ooh, guys,
I
Chad,
kinda have,
Chad,
like,
behave yourself.
yeah.
Behave yourself.
You heard it here first. It's really, I'm kind of leaning into doing a separate, because I recently just made my Discord 18 plus, because I'm like, I just don't want to deal with minors or anything like that if I'm gonna do that type of art. So I'm like, you know what, we're gonna make it 18 plus. And then I started thinking, well, if I'm gonna draw this type of stuff, I'm not gonna do it for free. So
don't do it for free.
Like,
you deserve to be rewarded for your hard work.
Yeah, so I was thinking of doing some sort of fan service, and if I do that, I can, post that type of art there. Keep it separate, because I know a lot of people aren't comfortable with that. Like, I don't want to portray myself as a Vtuber. That's kind of like a side gig that I want to
watch
keep
out.
separate.
Like,
yeah.
Because I've had every kind of VTuber on my show over 30 years. I've had streamers who are super say-so. They are straight up, will only be adorable and cute, and that's all they're known for. But then I've had the opposite, where literally they make their house mortgage payments off of OnlyFans content.
Yeah.
So, like, and then they're all amazing. They 100%, or what the cool kids say, they slay. But yeah, all of them are really amazing.
That's what I'm figuring out,
Yeah. But I would definitely say watch out when it comes to that kind of stuff, because as soon as you start crossing that 18 plus, like lewd kind of style things, it's really hard to kind of reel it back or control it, because you will get, those are going to be the fans, the community you will be bringing in. And if you mark yourself as 18 plus, you can get a lot of really creepy, nasty people trying to jump in because they think it's okay. Because there's a huge problem that goes on to a lot of VTubers who are very lewd, and that is, a lot of fans think that just because they're lewd and they do like those kind of content, they think that they're okay with like posting pictures of themselves and doing these nasty stuff to them on the DMs and other stuff. Like that's not what that means. That's not what it means. Okay. So people have that issue. So watch out when you start testing the waters on that, because you're gonna get a lot of people who's gonna be really nasty. And I do apologize. That's like kind of the things that people have to deal with when they go into this kind of market. But just keep it yourself. Do not ever like succumb to what other people's desires, because you're going to see a lot of people like start like being interested in your content. You're going to get a lot of new people jumping in on the bandwagon, because that's the whole like joke, is that as soon as you start making like lewd content, you can get a lot more people to like come check you out. But watch out, because with all those new people, you can get a lot of people who's going to think of it as a way to be approved to be the nasty themselves.
Yeah.
So watch out. Watch out. That's
all
I'm saying.
I'm scared for.
Just watch out.
Yeah, I'm definitely
just dip your toes. Dip your toes.
Yeah.
Dip your toes. Don't go full out.
Don't jump right in.
Don't jump right in. It's dangerous. It's a dangerous world. Cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
I like it. Cool.
Definitely gonna keep it low key.
Test
the waters.
Exactly. Okay. Have fun. Enjoy yourselves. I'm pretty sure, especially Dragon over there, everyone's going to really enjoy the little bit of the sussiness. I think a lot of people are going to have it, but I'm definitely going to say that you're going to definitely get some new people who think it's allowed to act the way they think it's okay to do, and you're going to find out very, very quickly they won't take no for the answer. So watch out. Cool. Awesome. And then now, what is your next goal? I think we talked a little bit about this throughout the interview, but let's hear like a full-on muffin cakes. Oh, thank you. I'm actually kind of hungry. I actually kind of want some muffin cakes.
Muff.
Jeez. Hi, Muff. I love your name. You make me hungry now. But anyway, you're freaking awesome. Thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. But we kind of sprinkle this throughout the stream a little bit, but let's hear like a full on. What would you like to accomplish next? What do you want to achieve?
I have so many goals and achievements. I'm sure I sound very like full of ideas because I really am.
Which is good. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Well, I think I have the obvious goal that a lot of streamers have, and that's, like viewership, partner, like the basic goals. But for me, it's more like I really, really want to find my niche in YouTube. That's my struggle right now. It's like, man, do I just post VODs? Do I just post highlights? Do I post my tutorials? Because a lot of people like my tutorials. That's my biggest struggle right now, and that's what I really want to nail down this year, is to really put my foot into YouTube. My shorts and TikToks, I kind of already have my own thing going for them. And one of my biggest goals is, once I have the finances, I really want to learn how to sing, and I want to learn how to scream, and I want to be a part, like the next, like I know there are a few girls out there like Obi Kitty Cat and Futa, what was her name? Futanari, what was it? What's her name? I don't know, but like a metal fucking VTuber girl, like I want to do it so bad.
Dude, that'd be cool.
That's my next big goal. It probably won't happen this year. I have a lot of practice because I don't know how to sing, but now that I am discovering myself and like really starting to like my own voice, and I love to sing in the car, and it's like, oh god, I really want to do covers, and I want to eventually do originals, and
so cool.
Yeah, so much stuff I have planned. Not even planned ideas. Oof.
I love it. I love it. I love how you have that creative like desire to do things, and I like that. You should definitely keep that going, because that's a really fun thing to do. Because a lot of like content creators will actually kind of get stagnant and just kind of just keep doing the same thing they're always doing because it works. It works, and it's simple and it's easy. But I like that you're like have ideas to do more things. I can't wait to see how you grow, because you're going to grow. Like, that is not a question. You are 100% going to grow. And I just can't wait to see what you do next. I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you.
Of course. I only speak the truth. I see all these VTubers come up. Is the ones that usually are the ones that like, oh, I just stream to have fun, and that's all I will do. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's totally cool. If you want to stream to have fun, go for it. But the ones who actually grow are the ones who have like challenges and like career stuff like that. Like wants to do more things than just that. I learned that from a very awesome VTuber named Elora, who pretty much wants to stable herself as a content creator. And now we see how big she is. I interviewed her when she was still like pretty young in her VTuber days, and now she's like one of the most biggest VTubers out there compared to like freaking shoot, the Orca. Why can't I think of her name? Orca.
Shy Lily?
Shy Lily, yes. Like, I feel like they're pretty close in that kind of sense. And it's always because she keeps on trying new things, keep on kind of step up her game a little bit, and keeps like not selling for just the bare minimum. And I think that's really cool. I see that in you. So keep it up. Keep it up.
Thank you. Fuck yeah, I love it.
Let's go. Let's do it. I love to see it. Hey, ready for the last question of the night?
Yeah.
Awesome. Let's end it off with a bang and actually just go to my favorite question I love asking every single VTuber. And she has hinted to this in the very beginning, and now we get to actually see what it all ends up being. What advice, though, do you have for those who want to get into streaming or VTubing? Miss jumping into the VTuber pool as soon as it happened.
Yeah. This is such an important question to me because after experiencing what I experienced, which is nothing like too major, I didn't get like scammed thousands of dollars or anything, but jumping into the pool, the VTuber community, without being under anyone's wing was extremely hard because you have to research and learn a lot of things yourself, right? So my biggest advice is have a mentor. Try to find someone in the VTuber community, make friends with them, see how they get started, because jumping off into the deep end like that, it can be so bad, especially now with how AI art is. It's so easy to get scammed, and like not knowing what you're doing can definitely put you in debt, and that's one of the biggest hurdles you have to do. But like, I can give you the generic advice of like, start small, start as a PNG tuber and stuff, but that's what your mentor will say, right? Definitely don't do this alone. It's possible. I mean, here I am, but from my experience, I you know, I didn't know what was right to say, like, you can't say your name, all that stuff, all the rules. Invest in the rules, invest in the VTuber community first, and definitely don't plunge a bunch of money and jump in like I did. You can start small. I have helped a couple of my friends to become VTubers start to finish, actually. Well, not finish, but
They already
like, 'cause they're still
graduated. They're already
streaming
gone.
now. Yeah, they're gone. How I usually start them is making your character. Who do you want to be? I give them free assets. Like, hey, if you want to make yourself look good, it doesn't have to cost you a big penny. You can do this stuff yourself. You can, I mean, I'm not saying make a model yourself. God, the people who do that, you are awesome. I can't believe you can make your own assets, make your own models.
Looks
That's crazy.
insane. Looks insane. I've seen one person do it, like, in person, and oh my god, the things you guys have to do, holy frick. Respect for anyone who can break.
Mad respect for people who actually do all that, but don't be afraid to commission people, because if you give up, that's okay. I tried doing it. No, I couldn't. No. I had to commission someone.
Yeah, but it can be expensive, but like, you get what you pay for, and I feel like
that's what I believe as well. That's why when it comes down to money, I always recommend starting off as a PNG tuber. You know, there's a program called PNG Plus now that wasn't there like a year ago, and you can animate, you know, just a little silly picture of yourself, and there are PNG tubers that are doing pretty good. And then once you build your community, they can help fund you for a model or anything. You can go down that route, and you'll save a lot of money that way, and you'll start to discover yourself, what your niche is, and you can it also dips your toes into streaming too, because, like, let's say if it doesn't work out for you, at least you didn't spend $2,000 on a model and not wanting to do it after. So I always recommend being a PNG first, for sure.
True. I met a lot of people who, like, want to become a VTuber, so they put all that money into it, and then they realize they don't like streaming.
Yeah, or their character. Like, I've had a person who didn't really vibe with their character after a while, and it sucks because it's such a waste of money, and it's so sad. Yeah, like,
it's so sad.
The only reason why I love mine so much, because I truly do, and the fact that you don't, it's so hard to stream with it, because if you don't like yourself, people are gonna notice that, man. Like,
no, yeah. Like, I think that's the thing, is that, like, one of the saddest things whenever I interview a VTuber and they, like, seem to really mesh really well with a model, but then I'll check back on them after a couple months later and I see that they're selling their model. I was like, oh
my, that's the saddest thing ever.
So sad thing. Hate to see it. But yeah, no, 100%.
That's the biggest thing I won't let go, is my brand and my identity, especially how long of a road I have working on myself. Like, let's say if a big company tomorrow offered me some amount of money to scrap everything and join them with a new model, I don't think I could do it.
Really?
I really don't think I could, because I love my brand so much. Like, what I built. If it was like an adoption agency and I was able to bring that over, heartbeat. But I don't think I could drop everything I can do to abandon Demi. Yeah, exactly. Some other advice, though. Let's see.
While you think about that, one of the things she talked about in the very beginning that I really, really love, it's one of probably the best advices I've ever heard, was that when you want to start becoming a VTuber, don't start by yourself. Don't just jump in like that. You can test the waters and see what it feels like, but if you really want to get serious on that kind of stuff, join a community. Find a streamer that you like and join that community and vibe with them, you know, because you guys can, like, ask for tips, tricks, advice on how to get into it. You can see where they got their model and their artist and this kind of stuff and kind of play around with this kind of stuff and when you do end up going live, let everyone know, like, hey, I'm going to be going live as well. This is really cool. And then you can actually have a building community moment, and you actually get to start not with, like, a one viewer or two viewer. You start with a community of people who wants to support you.
Exactly.
And people who want to support you are the best people to actually help you with, because they'll be honest. They'll tell you, like, hey, your mic sounds off. Hey, your game is not working.
Yeah.
You like those kind of people. So if you can, join a community first. Find a community you vibe with, and then trying to dip into it. Don't just jump in and try to start from 0 to 1,000. You know, it's really difficult.
And the scariest part is a lot of people are afraid of doing that sort of thing and seem like a clout chaser. And what I'm gonna say, it is possible to not seem like a clout chaser and be a genuine friend. It's especially growing up in this generation where it's very hard to find out someone's tone behind the text. It all it is practice and social cues. Like when I say I have made friends become VTubers, I introduce them. You know, they're in my community, and now like when they go live, I get excited. My community gets excited. Joining a community is great. You do have to do it the right way, not seem like a clout chaser, because let me tell you, as content creators, we have an eye for that shit. We will not answer DMs like
no 100%.
if we get that certain, you know, certain vibe. But it is possible. Like I've had a viewer that came in on, you know, me playing some Modern Warfare 2, and now they're my mod. Like they're my best friend. Like it's very, very possible. And don't get discouraged. Like you are going to have ups and downs. There are people that are going to turn you down. There are people that are not going to mesh with you well. And guess what? That's okay, because you are not going to like everyone that you meet, and that's all right. You're going to have your own community. People are going to watch you for being you, and that's what you have to accept. And there's always a community for something. You're going to find something out there for yourself.
True. Exactly. Like we're all humans. We all have our likes and dislikes.
Yeah.
And you won't be able to get everyone to want to watch your stuff. You'll get some haters in chat.
Yeah, you can't please everyone.
Exactly. But if you just stick to who you are, stay true to yourself, and enjoy the things you make, people will come and check you out for the hot anime anime girl. But they'll stay for the chill vibes that you kind of bring off. So, like, have fun, enjoy yourself. I think that's the main thing: is enjoy yourself. Find things you like and have fun with it. You know. Cool. Well, that's all. I love all the advice you gave. That's actually quite a bit. That was really good. It's really fun. I love it. That was a lot of fun. Hey, well, thank you so much. You answered all 15 of my questions. That was really good.
Yeah,
that was really fun.
You're
I
welcome.
had a great time. It was a lot of fun. It was
So
cool.
did I.
It was really good. We have some interesting topics that we talked about, usually mostly about my couch, but we don't need to talk about that anymore. But other than that, we just had fun just vibing and get to know your character a lot, which I actually really like. I think your character is really unique and interesting. And I can't wait to see what you do next. I can't wait to see what you do next.
Thank you.
Well, at the end of it all, it was a really great time. So thank you guys all so much for joining in. You guys are all freaking amazing. Demi, where people can find you? Where can people find you?
They can find me at twitch.tv, demythical with 2 L's. Oh my god, I never explained that.
Wow, why do you have 2 L's? Is it because someone stole it?
No. So
Is your Twitter doesn't have
first
2
Twitch
L's.
account,
Other than that.
yeah, it's just supposed to have 1 L. But I can't get into the Demytho account with 1 L because back then I made it so long ago I got locked out of like that Hotmail Microsoft account with the security questions. You know what I'm talking about? Where you can't get it recovered because I probably put some stupid answer. So I actually messaged Twitch and I'm like, hey, I know this is mine. I don't know like what you want me to do to prove it. Like the account hasn't been used in over 10 years. Like how come that name isn't up in the pool for me to take? And it's not. If you go to that channel right now, there's nothing on it. I'm so sad. I want my name back. I'm like, fuck it. I just made Demythical with 2 L's because like I still want to keep it.
How long ago was that?
Gosh, when
You
I was
should
like
try it again.
14.
I think you should try again. Because I changed my name. Yeah, because I changed my name from TrickcoGaming. Because that's the cool thing to do back in the day is put gaming at the end of your name.
Yeah.
But now pretty much everyone's gaming, so there's really no point in having that on there. So I put TTV so that at least people can know that I'm a streamer. And I was able to change that really easily. So I definitely try to do it. And also, I do know, I learned about this. Because there was a VTuber who was on my show named Uzu. And for the longest time, she couldn't get her name. But then she become partnered, and then apparently, if you come partner, you can just take the name. You just give you the name.
Okay, you hear that? We gotta get partnered.
Yeah, as soon as you get partnered, you'll be able to take that name. Apparently, even if someone else is like streaming with it, they can actually take your name. Twitch will prioritize partners over other people.
Damn.
So watch out, guys. Watch out. So watch out.
Yeah, watch out.
Dang, Trickco's out here helping small streamers. Let's go. I'm a small streamer too. We all support each other. We all support each other. We all support the amazing peoples. Cool, cool. But yeah, definitely. Hopefully you can change your name like that. That'd be really good. Really cool. Either way, people would still like to watch you. So I always like to do this. I always like to give my guests the first opportunity to raid. Is there anyone you'd like me to raid for you?
Ooh, let me see.
I think Yomi, who was in chat just a little bit ago,
Yes,
is
I was just
streaming.
about to say Yomi.
Oh, awesome! I was gonna say I like to raid Yomi. Yomi's amazing.
I
She's
love
actually
Yomi.
she's actually gonna be on my show pretty soon too. Can't wait to get to know her. I've been friends. I've been I think fans of her content since the beginning of this year, maybe even before this year started.
Me too. Oh, I love her content.
She's
it's so
cool.
fun.
It's good. I love it. Cool. Okay, well then, everyone. I hope you guys all have a really great day. Great pleasure to have Miss Demi on here. This is really awesome to get to know you a little bit more. We will definitely love to see more what she can do. We'll see.
Are you gonna have a raid message?
Yes, I have my raid message. I have to get it fixed right now, but it's really just this. But as you can see, my trick emotes has not popped in, so I have to change that. But you can still say a like want to see a trick. I'm looking at things.
Sure thing. Yeah, I'll just add an emote in there.
Add the emotes. Because perfect. I did make it so that you guys can. I think I made it so that you guys actually have those free emotes. It's really good. But yeah, this would be great.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, thank you for you coming on the show. I really do appreciate you guys coming, and I would love to see more. I want to see more of you guys can do. So it's great to see you guys. We're going to give all the love into Yomi, so let's go send the raid over. So hope you guys can all say hi and enjoy her content because she definitely deserves it. And let's go and check out Demi and see what she does next. But until then, I hope you guys all have yourself a very nice day. Thank you all so much for coming. Demi, don't leave Discord yet, okay?
Okay.
Awesome.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye, everyone. Bye. Enjoy yourselves. Bye-bye.